Nice and clean.
Yeah.
Not them screwed up ones like the other one was. Don't put them at that angle like that. See, that would be cross-threading. See,
That would defeat the purpose.
that would not help it any. So we'll get started before you cut. I can make it hard on myself or easy. Which one do you think I should do?
Easy.
Easy? Can we do it the easy way?
Do it the right way.
Okay, go back over here.
You don't have to do it the easy way. Just do it.
I have this holding fixture over here. It's a cylinder head holding fixture.
Yeah.
Factory part number on it someplace. I'll have to go hunt it down for you.
Yeah, thanks.
It resembles a milling machine, but it's actually a holding fixture. Works good too. Remember I told you how to hold it in there?
Yeah, push.
You know why?
So it doesn't do that.
So it doesn't do that. Yeah, that's right. Alright. Yep, got hard right there. Just easy way. If I had 4 hands, it would be easier.
Tell me.
If I had 2 more arms, I could hold the head and do it at the same time.
Yeah.
Good. Yep, bottoming out again. Here's we're all the way down again. You know what that means?
At the bottom.
And who's the holding fixture again? There we go. Need more headroom right here to do it this way.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's cutting metal.
That's weird.
But there's metal in the hole. Metal trash now.
Yep.
Oh, this thread's almost all the way down now. Not quite though. You know why?
Because you're not using a bottoming tap.
Because there's chips in the bottom of the hole kept it from going all the way down.
Or that.
And it didn't go any further. So it was all the way down. Nope, don't twist that last thread like that. Makes it hard for the helicoil to start when you get a bad first thread.
Probably.
Yeah, I got a bad first thread now. Jammed it sideways in there. I think we're good to go right there. Put the tap in there, call it down, put the head bolt in there. That's the right one. Like my protective sleeve it comes with.
Yeah.
It's hard to take on and off though, you have to do it just right. It protects it, see. Makes it look brand new even though it's not. Look at that.
Look at that.
Protective sleeve. No deal now. This is called a winder. What do you think?
winds.
There you go. Oh, it's already all the way in. So why is it hard on these? Look at it winds. It winds as it goes in. I hear it. So the helicoil has to compress to go in a hole. So this compresses it and turns at the same time. So it makes it real easy to go in a hole. It has no starting edge on it. When you get in deep enough, it does that. You go down until it's flush. A little extra just to make sure. Pull it out and do a check. I'm probably going a little bit deeper. You always want the helicoil below the surface. See, it's barely below the surface.
Yeah.
So all the way down again. We'll give it another quarter of a turn. Pull it out, check it out, see if you like it. Get below the surface.
Doesn't look like it on this edge.
The tang's right over there, though. See the edge?
Oh yeah.
It's down there a little ways, see?
Okay.
You're looking at the thread, not the actual
Yeah.
where the insert is. When the insert's under load, it'll pull up a little bit because it's clearance in the thread slightly. And you don't want that to be into the head gasket, and it doesn't torque all the way if you do. But obviously you don't want it down a ½ inch in there either. And see how long the helicoil is? It's got a little bit longer, but see it's got a little long thread, so it should have almost full head bolt engagement. Probably will have full head gauge bolt engagement. Okay, now you break that tang off in there. So being a Navy kit, it's gray, so you know it's Navy. And this side it's cut, so I think it works either way. This one looks sharper. You put that in a hole like that, and you go whack with it, and it breaks the tang off. This one looks pretty loose though, but looks like the tang is on this side, so I'm going to push it this way a little bit. Make sure it's down all the way. I don't know if that broken or not. Good.
Alright.
Always find your tangs. Don't leave them laying around.
Okay.
Don't put them in the motor.
No. Bad idea.
Bad idea to do it in the motor. Then you're all done, you put your bolt in there, see if it fits. If it doesn't fit, don't tap it. You don't ever tap helicoils, that doesn't work very good.
Oh.
No, it doesn't turn out very good.
It doesn't. Have you tried it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not knowing I had helicoils in there, I've done it.
Yeah.
It didn't rattle like that last one did.
No. It's much better fit.
And the helicoil, it should go all the way down through, all the way through the helicoil. This one's not going all the way. We bottomed out right there, but I think that's about where they bottomed out before, wasn't it?
I think so.
If you screw up the first thread and bottom out and screw it back out, it screws the helicoil all up or pulls it out. Usually just screws it up. You know, screw up the whole length of the helicoil. Wads it all up. Not good. Alright, that's fixed. Another spark plug repair. Chamfer, so it's hard to start it. trying to seal on the back side. See the mark right there?
Yeah.
It's this an old plug, so. So it looks like it's a little bit high on this side. But see, it's not high over here. It's high on this corner, right here. It's hard to put a lot of pressure on this and do what you need exactly that. You're standing on my thing over here. It's really hard to do it when you video guys standing on your cord. Okay, so we got tilt this way, and then we got tilt this way. The problem is it's not giving me an even number. So I'm going to cut on that side per se. It's pretty close. Get to go down anymore on that side. Damn, it does not want to go down. Just cutting the same angles. Damn.
There we go.
Maybe. That time I did. Okay. It's really hard to do that, so need a more accurate way of doing it, but we ain't got it. Where'd that paint go? Put it back on the shelf. Yep. Don't grab the silver one.
Okay.
All right, we'll come back in a few minutes, check it.